Hello there, it's Tuesday the 14th of August 2018 and we start off in the garden today, boys and girls. Best friend Ron is here. We are going to, he's just getting ready now. I've got a new gadget.
It's actually
Gadget.
Monday.
No, yeah, but they're watching it on Tuesday.
Yeah, but it's not live then, is it?
Yeah,
it's
but
recorded.
I never said it was live.
But
I
you
never
say
said
it's
it was live.
Oh, here we go.
Did I say live? This portion of the programme is recorded.
Oh, there we go,
obviously. Don't even need to tell people that. They know. They're not stupid. My viewers are not stupid, but I'll have you know. The millions of people all over the world tuning in at this moment, dear.
4 of them.
Anyway, we have my new beard trimming gadget. I thought I'd best come out here, not only for you to see my beautiful garden. Can you see any of the flowers? Oh, you can't. They're on that side. Come here. They're behind the chair. Not only to have a little bit of greenery, but also for those small, very annoying hairs to drop straight onto the floor out here, so I don't have to get the hoover out and waste even more electricity. Now, I'm not dressed as I usually am. I am looking a little bit like a tramp at the moment. I know you're not used to seeing me like a tramp. I beg your pardon? So that's what we're doing. So would you like to come and show the millions of people all over the world the gadget?
Right, first of all, we're going to start with Chris's ears.
Ears? No, they're all right, aren't
Oh,
they?
no, let's have a look.
Oh. Oh, it's not going to hurt, is it? Gently. Oh, no, it don't hurt. Oh, gently?
I am being gentle.
Scratching, you are. Do you know, that's all red raw now. You can't do that one now because you were so bloody rough with it.
I wasn't rough.
Give me that now. I'll do them. Look, like that. Gently, gently, gently. That's red raw, that is now, what you've just done then.
You can't even see that it's not even red.
Look how gentle I'm being there. Oh, what are you doing now? Plucking. You're plucking. Don't pluck.
Right. So
Well, I hope the rest of it's not as bad as that. Blimey.
now.
So we've done the ears, we've got ear attachment. Apparently this gadget I've got does everything, hair as well, but I don't know if I want to try and do my hair. I think I'd really muck that up, to be honest. But we'll try this now and see what happens. He's putting some sort of attachment. Would you like to come and show the millions of people, dear, what you're doing?
Not millions, there's only a few.
So first of all,
it has
without...
different attachments. It has
Oh,
different...
what, have you taken something off?
Yeah, you've taken the blades off. So the blades come
Well,
off.
show me the blades.
The blades come off.
Oh, are they sharp? Will I
Yes,
cut myself?
Probably.
But that's the blade. Look at that.
So the blades come off. I just wanted to hurt him doing his ears. So the blades come off.
How does that
And
do?
then you put, the little thing goes in the hole and it just clips on like that.
Oh, right.
And it's on. Now, this is very short. This is going to be too short for what you want.
Okay, sun's
So
come out. That's
we
right
have
now,
attachments.
Isn't it? Now look,
So the
sun's in ours.
attachments are here. So we have long hair, medium and short. And that's just a cover. So I'd say that I'd say let's start off with a 1.
A
and
1.
then
What is it now?
I'd say that's a 3.
Right.
So let's go down to a 2
You see that? It's a
and
3
see.
now.
And we're
I think
having
that
a
sun's
look.
right in our eyes now, isn't it?
Well,
Well,
that's
we're going to have
all
to
right.
move over here.
No, it's fine,
So
leave
come
it,
with
it's
us,
fine
dear.
where
Come
you
with
are.
us. No, it's hurting my eyes, dear. Can't see what I'm doing. Oh, the hose. Are you all right with that hose there, or will you trip over that and die? I hope not, dear.
Are you going anywhere nice on your holidays this year?
Me? Well, yes, you know I'm going. I've got several holidays booked, actually. Thank
Going
you.
to where?
I'm going to
Vegas.
Yorkshire in September and Las Vegas. Okay, so show us that now.
So that is the
That is
is
what?
the number 2.
number 2.
Number 2
Okay.
guard. So what this effectively does is it will only do the hair to that length. So if you take the guard off,
Won't-
it's very,
will that
very
hurt
short.
me?
No, it won't. Look, I'm going to do it without. So look, all you do is that.
Oh!
Oh,
now that
I caught a hair- I
hurt.
caught a hair. That's why. When it's on, look.
God.
Ready? No, I'm not going to push it hard on you. Look, see? Can you feel the hairs coming off?
No,
Now,
I can't
I'd
feel anything,
say-
really, to be honest. Shall I stretch my skin? Do I need to do that?
What have you got a bulldog clip?
Got a what?
A bulldog clip. There's quite a lot of skin to stretch. Now, I'd say you're probably going to need a shorter one. Now, can I just stop for a second and show
Yes,
you?
yes.
That's the end of the hairs coming off. Can you see them
All
there?
right, can we show the millions of people all over the world,
Four.
darling?
4 people.
There's not 4
Four.
people, it's 4 hairs. Look, there's little hairs on there. Okay, now,
I'd say go
obviously I'm going to have to
shorter.
do that myself. So can I just try and do this now?
Okay, so push it on. And just go up and down. Is it on?
It's
not
like a
even on.
mirror, isn't it? Look, it's like a mirror,
Okay,
but
so
the other way
switch
around.
it on.
Yeah.
Right, now do this. Watch. Pull your skin and just
All right, like
do
shaving.
that. Yeah, a bit like shaving.
Well, I can't hear anything going click, click, click like you were. Oh, it cut off.
Not really, because you've got to...
Right,
so watch. Right, ready? You've got to push it.
Oh, I can hear that now.
Right, so you've got to push it like that.
Oh,
Can you see people?
Yeah,
Got
they
to
can
push.
see, they can see.
Got to
Okay,
push.
Okay.
I think you could probably go one lower to make it a bit tidier. Now
Well.
here, I can do this there like that after. But I think you could go probably one lower.
Okay, let's try
And it'll
again
be
then.
like
Look at all
stubble.
those hairs. Oh, you've...
Oh, look.
Look at all the little hairs there. So I'll try... We're carrying on with this side, aren't we?
I think you should go shorter.
Yeah, but we're carrying on with this side. I've got to get the action right.
There you go.
I can't get the action right. Is it like you do like that?
Yeah. You have
right.
You have to run this bit across your face like that. See? Right, do this. And go along the moustache.
So leave the moustache for now. I quite like that.
Yeah, but it'll look silly.
Like that.
It'll look silly if you...
I look very butch.
You don't.
I do look
You
butch.
don't. You're not butch. You're not butch, dear. You're about as butch as that flower behind you. The dead one. So, would you like to try and go a bit shorter?
Well, I can't really see myself. I think I'd like to just do this one today.
Oh, okay.
This is a 2, is it?
This is a 2.
Okay.
Now, can we go around the other side for a second?
Is it coming off? Because
Yeah,
I can't hear it
stop,
going click,
stop,
click.
Stop.
Oh.
Stop. Right,
No, I've got
tilt your head sideways, just for a second. Right, now, watch my action. Look how I'm holding it. Watch my action, like that. See how it's flat against your face?
How was I doing it then?
Well, you was doing it like this. You need to do it flat.
Okay.
Now, the other way to do it is to do this, watch. Blow your cheeks out so it catches the hair. No, do it with the grain, like that. There you go, like that. That's it. Right, under here, like this. Look at me, like this. Under the chin. Not that one, the other one. There you go. Now look at the razor and you'll see there's lots of little hairs on it. See?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, sorry.
That's absolutely disgusting. And that's one of your diseases.
Good.
Now. A nice cup of tea. Andy says I slurp.
You do. You do, and you shove the food in your mouth as quick as possible.
Yeah, you know why? Because
you don't enjoy eating, so what's the point in spending money going out? You might as well eat a binge out of a can, love.
No, the other reason is I like my food really hot. As in, not spicy hot, as in temperature hot. I don't like cold food. I'm not a cold food person. What about you people out there? Do you like cold food? I don't. I don't like it when you get a dinner and it's gone cold. I can't eat it.
Most of yours goes down your chest when you're eating it. Look, there's no dinner marks on here, love.
That's because you've just changed it. If I go and get the top you just had on and it stank, if I tell you it stank, and I don't mean from farts, he stinks in general. I've got Vaseline under my nose so I can't smell him.
Now, look under there. Is that all done? Is that all done under there?
No, let me have a look. Right, so you've got to go...
Oh, you're going down now? Well, you never said go down.
No, because the hairs grow... Look, hairs grow in different directions.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me to do that, did you? That's why I haven't done
I'm telling
that
you
way.
now, so
Right.
stop. Just wait a second. So the hairs grow in all different directions. So that's why you go up, across and down. But generally, they do grow in...
So I'll go down now.
You can go down there. But what I was going to do was I was going to cut it off for you here and then shave below it. So it's nice and tidy.
Okay.
Would you like me to show you how to do that?
No, what you've got to do is tell me how to do it.
No, this one you can't do. I've got
Now,
to do
what
it for
about
you.
this here? What about this?
Right, go over it. Just keep going over it. So, quite tight against it. Push hard on your chin. That's it. Look at me, like this. That's it. I'm sure you could probably go a bit lower. Go over the moustache, because you've got stray hairs. Like this. That's quite rude, isn't it?
No. Don't do rude.
Does it feel any better?
Not yet.
Now, underneath. So, no, you're going sideways, like there, like that. Can you feel it? Can you feel that? That's it. There you go.
Well, I can't hear nothing coming off.
That's because you've pretty much done it.
Oh, have I? I can hear coming off there.
Yeah, we'll just stretch the skin. So get some garden wire and a couple of canes.
Eh?
to
I
stretch
think we
the
need
skin
pegs. You peg my skin back.
That's a good idea.
Does this get easier?
Well, it does as you learn it. Let's peg the skin back.
That really hurts, that peg. Get that peg off my ear now. God's sake. Now, the moustache then. Do we get rid of that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do I do that?
Just trimming it. So like this. Okay, so it goes like this. Look. Stretch the skin. No, you're not doing it right. You're pushing your lips together like this. Look at me. No. And go up. Turn it round. Right, let me try the other side for you. Right. Look at that. I think you need a shorter guard for this. Shall I try the shorter guards?
Yes.
Right, so the way it comes off
Send
is
me
a
the
small
hairs.
clip.
Let me see the hairs.
There's a
Okay.
small clip there, and you just go like that, and it flips off.
There's more hairs under
that.
there, look.
Yep,
Don't
hold that.
feel any different, really. I didn't do the side bits here.
All right, wait a minute. That's what we're going to do now.
Are we?
So to put it on,
Perhaps you should be a hairdresser.
I don't want to be a hairdresser.
They stand on their feet for hours. My niece, I don't think my niece does this, the shaving and all that. Is it usually a bloke that does that?
It's normally, yeah, it's a very man's thing. There you go. Now,
So what's this, a number?
this is number one.
Right.
So if I get, no, you might hear it again now. Did you hear that?
No. We don't want to be taken.
We're just taking off the ends. So that's stray hair there. There you go. So that will stop it itching.
What makes it itch?
The long stray hairs. And quite a. There's one there. That's it. There you go.
I noticed the size of my mouth that irritated me yesterday.
Right. Well, so to do that, you take this off. Right. Open your mouth wide. And you just go like that. Oh, it's like looking down the Dartford Tunnel. Tracy should be able to do this for you, you know. There you go.
I should be able to do it myself. Is that it?
No,
Can't
you
really
can go
see
now.
myself,
I want you
really.
to go over it with this number one. Go over the whole lot.
What, really?
Yep, because it only took off a few stray hairs.
Okay.
That's it. Stretch the skin. No. Remember, flat. 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 Like my stomach, unlike yours.
Your stomach is not flat, love.
It will be. Have you told the viewers what I'm having done?
No.
Are you going to wait until it's done and come and see me in hospital?
Oh, that's right. Look, I've got it on my flat on my face now, like that.
Yeah. See, with the one it's easier because it's shorter.
Oh, look.
There you go.
I think one of the things is, are we mirrored on here? We are mirrored on here, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, where it's mirrored, it looks like you're doing it on the other side.
Yeah.
Try and tilt it just a little bit to the front so it catches the hair. That's it. So you've got a funny shaped chin, haven't you? It kind of sticks out a bit. Does that feel any better?
Don't know, you haven't finished. Shut up!
So, yeah, everybody, I'm going to have a tummy tuck and a liposuction and tummy tuck. All booked in for the next 6
Bloody
weeks.
waste of money.
No, it's not. It's not a waste of money. I have a terrible scar on my stomach from one of my operations and I want it gone. And the only way to do it is for liposuction and then tummy tuck. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a nip and tuck. You could do it with a couple of nip and tucks. No?
No,
You wouldn't have Botox.
I'm not vain.
It's not vanity.
It is.
It's to stop pain.
What else is it then?
To get rid of that scar.
It's vanity.
It's not vanity.
Yeah, vanity. Get rid of the scar.
Yeah, but the scar's painful. There's
Is that
scar
better
tissue
now?
behind- Yeah, it is, yeah.
Is that it? Is it done?
Pretty much, yeah. Try going down over that bit. So turn the razor around.
I can still hear it cutting stuff. That's better. Listen. 15 minutes this has taken so far.
There's nothing wrong with that.
God's sake, is this going to take 15 minutes every bloody day? I haven't got
'cause
time
you'll
to
get
do
used
this.
to it. You'll get used
Got
to
people
it.
to talk to.
Oh, you don't stop bloody talking. There you go. And that, boys and girls.
I ain't finished yet.
Oh,
Listen.
once you learn how to do it, you can just go over it. As for shaping, just get Tracy to shape it for you. She can do it with a razor, like mine. Look at mine. Mine's perfect. Where I've been to the Turkish barbers today. Under there, they shape it for you.
The load's still coming off. I can hear it.
There might be some trapped in the razor. Give it a blow. It's like dust when you open your wallet.
I don't have to do. How's that look now? Is that any different? Does it look
Yeah.
better to you? Does it look better to you?
I think it does. It looks tidier. Now, would you like to show you the other bit?
Yes.
What you do? Put your head back. Put your head back.
What's this going to happen now? What's
Right,
happening
so
now?
I'm just going to straighten the edge. So this is really close. This is like a bit like a razor. So all I'm doing is just going up the sides of the beard so that it becomes more defined. You'll probably be able to see that better than what you've just done. Look at that. Go close to the camera. So
I can't really see. It's a bit too bright.
so
I'll have
there.
to look in the mirror.
Now,
There we are.
I could do that here
No, leave it
Just-
there.
because you've got a couple of stray hair. You've got, look, it's very, your hair's growing all different directions.
Isn't that interesting?
Just make it a bit tidier there. There you go. That's it. That's better.
There we are.
There we
Tis
are.
done.
It is
Tis done. There we are. All right, boys and girls, what do you reckon, eh? It looks quite nice, doesn't it? Thank you for joining us for our special shaving special.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know. Does it look any better? He's very rough with that thing, though. It's like taking chunks out of your face while he's doing that and all that business. Anyway, I shall have another little go of that later on when we come off air, boys and girls, when the show is over. But not yet. I've got a short video to show you in a moment. The bathroom is coming along very well. Adam the plumber is at this moment working in my bathroom, so we'll come to that in a moment. Meanwhile, let's say hello to some of you who are watching our show today. Good morning to the delightful little grissy dukey baby. Good morning, Chris. Morning to you. I'm ever so sorry, Chris. The little video I promised to make you last night, I completely forgot to do. I finished the job in hand, literally, and forgot to make the video for you. So sorry about that, Chris. I'll try and do one for you at another point, okay? Good morning to Adam the plumber, who's listening to the show while he's working on my on the bathroom. I've been having a bathroom installed in one of the flats that I've got, ready for the next tenants to move in on Friday. They're moving in on Friday. It's very, very tight, the amount of time that we've got to do this, unfortunately. But so Adam's working very, very hard at the moment. Yesterday, he left his house in Maidstone. in Kent at 6:30. He was going to travel to and from, you see. When he left his house at 6:30 in the morning, he can get to the flat till 10 o'clock. Absolute nightmare traffic. Now you know what it's like, Adam, sitting in... Well, you know what it's like sitting in traffic. So instead, he's decided to stay here in the spare room. So he's staying in the spare room at the moment. But he started work at 10 o'clock yesterday morning, and he didn't finish until 10 o'clock last night. Honestly, what a hard worker. What a hard worker. A little bit like myself, a bit like you, Chris. You're a hard worker as well, aren't you, as well? Filling in those little betting forms and bits and pieces like that. Anyway, that little video's coming up. It's only about 20 seconds long, so that's coming up shortly. Good morning to Diane Jeb. Good morning, Diane. Ray Reynolds is there. Good morning, Ray. Inayat. Good morning to Inayat. Hayley. Good morning, little Hayley. Hope you're well. Morning to... I'm glad we made you laugh this morning, Chris. Mark Cording's there. Don't cut your head off. Exactly. Did you see the chunks that were coming out my head? Really pushing that thing hard. I don't like it when they're a bit rough. There's a few hairdressers that I won't go to because they're rough. I've got a lovely hairdresser, I have. She's from Nepal, my favourite. Well, actually, they're all not too bad in there, but she's my favourite, Nepal. And she just as good a job as everyone else, except she don't dig it in your head all the time, you know, like that. Very nice. No need to be rough with people's heads all the time. Good morning to Adrian Richardson. Good morning, Adrian. The most flattering picture, thank you. Hello to Jodie. Good morning, Jodie. Who's going to inbox me some tips. Please do, Jodie, because I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. As you well know, as you could see from that. I shall have a few more goes myself in front of the mirror downstairs in the hallway later on today. Good morning to John Parrish over on YouTube there, who says, your caravan's looking very good. Yes, that's coming on very well. I haven't got any more pictures of it as yet. But the caravan's coming on very well. My sister at the moment is decorating it. We're having lime green in the living room. It's bright. It's very, very bright. People either like it or they don't. My mate hates it, who you just saw there. He absolutely detests the colour. He really does. And I'm having the bedroom is like in a bright blue as well. So you'll get pictures as that's done, okay? And Martin, my brother-in-law, he's putting in a new sink in the bathroom because that one with the one that was in there was cracked. And as I said yesterday, you know, we tried to get another plastic sink. 250 quid for a plastic one, right? 60 quid for a stainless steel one. I don't know why they're so different. Anyway, you can guess which one I bought, can't you? I mean, I've got a stainless steel one here. It's perfectly all right. Why is it 250 quid? Because it's a plastic one. I don't get that at all. You would think it'd be the other way around, wouldn't you? Anyway, good morning to you, John. Let's have a look. Claire's there. Good morning, Claire. In excellent voice last night, I have to say, Claire. There's no free caravan, I'm afraid. There's no free caravan, you know that. Claire wants to know, did I chuck something over my neighbour's fence? No, there's nothing on that side. After that, it's scrubland, and it was a twig. It was a twig. I get twigs and wooden cones dropping into my garden from the trees, unfortunately. So that's what I was chucking over the garden there. Okay, good morning to Fatima. I didn't know you was on Periscope, Fatima. Good morning to you. Fatima's the lady who I bought the caravan off, funnily enough. She's become a friend of mine on Facebook, and it looks like Periscope as well. So good morning to you. Is Adam staying? Yes, he's staying here. He's in the spare room down the road there. Good morning to Paul Mosley. Morning, Paul. I think you're talking to each other, aren't you? Green Eyes says it's a good job. Thank you very much. Stick it on his head next. Green Eyes enjoyed the show. Thank you, Green Eyes. John says, I think people tuned in from the Philippines to watch this. Do you reckon? If you missed it, don't forget, it always stays up as a recording afterwards. After we finish the live show, it takes... Paul, that took 18 minutes to do that. I hope it's not going to be like 15 minutes every time I try and do that. Otherwise, I'll just shave it off. I can't be bothered with that. Christ, is that how long it takes to do this? Why does that take, you know, with a razor, you have a shave, it's like 2 minutes and it's done. I can't be bothered to stand there for 15 minutes every day and do all that business. Oh, blimey, awful. It does look, do I look like a mass murderer? I might go out and murder a few people. I've got nothing else to do today. You know, any particular type of way that you'd like me to murder people today? Should we do the knife or the gun? What about an axe? What if I have got an axe. It's a bit blunt. You know, I might have to bang it against someone's head a few times before it goes in. I've got an old axe in there somewhere. What's a dildong? Dildong. What's a dildong? Claire's enjoying the teamwork. No, I'm not going to shave those for you on air. Best allow 2 hours before going out. That's true. Tattoo is enjoying himself at least. Oh, God, blimey. Is that what you call my mate, Tattoo? You can call him Tattoo. He'd like that, actually. Good morning to Vikram. Good morning, Vikram. Karen, just caught up with my birthday message. Oh, that was ages ago, Karen. Do try and keep up with the shows. Anyway, I hope you had a nice birthday. Karen is one of our old Black Cap customers. She's not old, though. She does photography for a living. Karen Kodish. If you need any wedding photos done, have a look at her. And Alan Russell enjoyed his night last night. Nice singing last night, weren't it? We had some nice singers in there last night, Alan. Did you sing? Yes, Circle of Life? Did you see Circle of Life? Oh, no. The other one, wasn't it? I can't remember. Alan sang last night as well, didn't you? There we are. And Ray Reynolds says a chopper would be nice. I'm sure it would, Ray. And who knows, one day you may get one as well. All right? Okay, boys and girls. I'm also, as I say, Adam the Plumber's putting in a bathroom at the moment. Here is the before. Okay? That's the bathroom that was in the flat before. I've got a couple of flats out here in Bracknell. That I rent out. I'm having a bathroom replaced in one of them. And usually I'll get the estate agent to do that. But I thought I'd give the work to someone I know. So there you go. Adam is a plumber by trade, so he can do the job. Give him a job there. So that's before. Okay? There we are. That's still before. That's how it looks. So that's what's being replaced. This is as far as he's got so far. Okay, so you can see the old bath. Ghastly. Isn't that ghastly? Absolutely ghastly. Look at that. That's been replaced by white. Look, a toilet. Hasn't even been used yet. Got the plastic still on it. There's another little picture there of... Actually, that's before he put the bath on, so that's when he's removed the bath. Now, there's a little video as well that he's done. He's got like his mobile phone set up. And he recorded the whole day in the space of about 25 seconds. You ready? You'll recognise the music as well. Watch this. That was it. Oh, gosh. Can anyone work that fast? He works even faster than the Polish work. Unbelievable. Well done, Adam. So he's over there at this very moment continuing with his work because it has to be finished by Thursday afternoon. I think there's a hell of a lot to do there before Thursday afternoon. But he says, no, not really. So that's it. It carries on. Thank you. Can you feel the love tonight? That's the one you did, isn't it? Is that what I said before? I can't remember now. Good morning to Joanna as well this morning. Morning, Joanna. So there's our little bathroom. Let me see. What else did I do? Nice karaoke last night. 7:30 we start now on a Monday night at Central Station. And that's working. People are there at 7:30. I know certainly Ray Reynolds likes to come earlier. And start off, and people generally get three songs in. Most people got 3 songs in last night. Got a little bit busier towards the end, but if you get there early, you get to sing 3, sometimes 4 songs even. So that was a good night last night. Not a bad birthday, and no birthdays recently. We haven't had any birthdays recently down at Central Station, which is good news because I haven't had to buy cake. I haven't had to put my hand in my pocket and buy anyone a cake. I don't know whose next birthday is. I've got some of them. The trouble is I haven't got them all written down there. I've got nothing in the next couple of months there. So if it's your birthday and you want to come down to Central Station and do your birthday on a Monday or indeed a Friday, then let us know before and I'll get a little cake and a few candles on top there. Although I think I forgot the candles. When it was Claire's birthday, I didn't have any candles left. So she had to have a candleless cake. Do you want the candles now, Claire? I've got some candles now. I could put them in a little bag and bring them round, you know, as you might feel you were a little bit left out because you didn't get candles. Huh? Just a suggestion, dear. So that was it. I got back here, had something to eat, got up this morning about 7:30. Adam followed afterwards. He got up from his room afterwards. He's one of those people who don't have breakfast. I don't understand people who don't have breakfast, especially when you're doing all that manual work, you know, banging away at walls and pulling bits off and sticking pipes together and wires. I don't understand people who go, I mean, some people that, I can't have breakfast, it makes me feel sick. I don't get that. I don't get people who don't have breakfast. I sat there and had my breakfast while we were watching BBC Breakfast Live. And they had, it's very bad of me really to think this, they had this, that on the BBC News this morning, they had some sort of council place and it had like a fence in front of it. And for some reason, it occurred to me that they'd put that fence up around some sort of housing estate to stop all the council people getting out. But it wasn't that at all. They were they were doing some building works. It was to stop people coming in. I don't know what they were doing on the news this morning. I weren't paying full attention to it because foolishly I had the mobile phone next to me and I'm tapping away on that while I'm trying to watch the television at the same time. You shouldn't do that. You should put the mobile phone in another room. Good morning, Maureen. Joining us this morning. Were you with us early, Maureen? Did you see the shaving thing? Never mind, you can always roll back afterwards and have a look. I weighed myself this morning. That's still creeping up. 12 stone 6 now. That's very, very bad. Very, very bad. Weight is out of control at the moment. That's not good. And a lot of it stems from last week. I tell you that now. Every day I was very bad. Very bad. Every single day last week. And I think, I got a feeling, when you do, say if, for example, I was to have 7 cream cakes now, I don't think it would make any weight difference on the weight tomorrow. But it's like a couple of days later. I think that's how it works. So very, very bad at the moment on the weight. That's out of control at the moment. So I've got to stick to that. I was very good yesterday, except for a couple of Johnny Keys chips that I had that he left over on his plate. Please don't leave food, chips especially, on plates if you're at Central Station, because I swoop down. I swoop down like an eagle. Attacking pigeon. Well, I saw a bird attack a pigeon outside here the other day. This blooming great big thing it was. And then there's a dead pigeon on the garden. It didn't come back and eat it, though. Just left it there. Rude. You'd clear up after yourself, wouldn't you? I take my plates outside when I've finished. Why can't the bird, if it's killed a pigeon, please eat it? Get rid of it, dear. It's outrageous. So there we are, talking to another couple of Slimming World members, actually, at the moment, who will remain nameless, because that's not fair. And everyone seems to be going for a little bit of a weight increase at the moment. Don't know why that is. I wonder if it's anything to do with the weather. Do you think? Might be something to do with the weather. But several Slimming World people, their weight at the moment is on the way up. I don't know why that is. As I say, I was very good yesterday, other than a few trips, which probably won't affect it. And within a week, I hope to lose. So I'm 12 stone. I'll always be very honest with you. There's no point in me lying to you. Why would I ever lie to you? You know, there's no point in lying to you. So I'm 12 stone 6 this morning when I got up. Okay, I will keep you fully informed. I'm hoping by this time, Monday, shall we say, to have lost 2 pounds. I'm really not happy with that. Oddly enough, my trousers don't feel any tighter. I don't know if why that is. You would think your clothes would be feeling a bit tighter, but they're not this time. Maybe I haven't gone that far yet. But I don't want to go any further, you know. Joanna's Claire says, I was very happy with my cake. Just right for the number of singers in that night, including your 2 bits. Oh, shh. Perhaps it's a good job that we haven't got any birthdays at the moment. Otherwise, I'd be stuffing my face with more and more cake, wouldn't I? Terrible. All right. Couple of stories for you this morning. Now, here's an idea. If you've got a bit of spare cash hanging around the place, I know there's a few of you with a few £1,000s underneath that mattress, aren't there? Yes, I know. Don't give me all... Oh, I've got no money. Don't give me all that. Don't give me all that. There's a few of you out there with a few £1,000 stuffed under your mattress. Well, here's an idea for you. In yesterday's Daily Mail, this was. Didn't quite get round to this story. The super rich are now having their brains frozen. They are having their brains frozen for about £80,000, 100,000 US, 140 Australian, in the hope of being reborn in as little as just 200 years' time. I mean, why anyone thinks this planet will still exist in 200 years' time is beyond me. We are totally destroying it. We are absolutely trashing this planet now. You know, we know there's too much plastic. Does anyone say, okay, no more plastic? No, oh, no, we're trying to reduce it in the next 20 years. That's no good. You've got to stop it now, you idiots. Bad stuff going into the air and all that. No, we're finished here, mate. We're finished. I know we try and do things, like, for example, with my solar panels on the roof. You know, I tried to do something and that sort of thing. But I think it's too late, really. Actually, Larry Hagman said that. He died a few years ago now. And he had a ranch and he converted it all to solar panels. And he went from something like several $100s a month to like $5 a month in electricity charges. And they interviewed him. I remember seeing it on the telly. And they said to him, do you think, you know, we can save the planet now? And he said, oh, no, it's too late now. Too late now, but we can have a lot of fun trying. I think that's where we are now. But we don't try, you know. Ban all bad cars by 2030. No, ban them tomorrow. Oh, but how will people get around? Well, they'll find a way, mate. They'll have to walk, won't they? Great big fat things taking their cars all over the place, dear. How can you ever lose weight? Exactly. Oh, that's the other thing, of course, with that whole weight thing. Now, look, I haven't been doing any swimming when I go up north. So I think that might be something to do with it as well. Got to get that back under control because that will depress me, that will. It's not depressing me yet, but if I don't get that under control, I'll go into depression and I'll disappear from the airwaves. Back to the story. As I say, the super rich are having their brains frozen for £80,000, being reborn in as little as 200 years' time. Cryogenics, which involves deep freezing the body to minus 196 centigrade, that's minus 321 degrees Fahrenheit, is increasingly being seen as a way to beat death. One businessman believes he will wake up in the future and experience a whole new life after having his head placed on the body of another human being. I mean, what happens to the bloke whose body it was then? Does he just die? Is it like there's a film like that, isn't there? What's that film? There's a film where people are grown for body parts. I can't remember what it is now. And then if for example you was to get like heart disease or cancer, then they say, well, you got to go in for an operation to the body that's being grown for you. No, it's like a life, like a clone. That's it, a clone of you. Right, they say, oh, you need an operation. Okay, so they go into the operating theatre. Well, they're not going to wake up, mate. Not once they've had bits removed and put inside you. Is it going to be like that? How scary. Isn't it scary, really? The British-born man, who wanted to remain anonymous because of the sensitivity of the topic, said he can't think about anything more exciting. However, many experts say there's no hope of success, as organs such as the heart and kidneys have never been successfully frozen and thawed, let alone the brain. Cryogenics, also known as cryonics, also known as cryogenics and cryopreservation, is the art of freezing a dead body or body parts in order to preserve them for future use. It goes on, I know that a lot of people will think I'm daft, but why not give it a try? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, he says, a business mogul in his late 60s who wanted only to be identified as David. David. So if you know any Davids who's in their 60s, it could be one of them, you know. I think I would question them. He says, I thought I'd invest a bit of money and that I may wake up in 200 or 2,000 years' time and be able to experience a whole new life. So it's very scary. So there's a suggestion. If you've got anything you want, you know, you've got a bit of money hanging around there anywhere, then go and spend it on having your body frozen or just your brain. I could just have my head frozen and placed on like a pedestal. Then I can continue to do these shows. In 2,000 years' time. I wonder what the world would be like by then. I don't think it'd still be here. I can't see humans lasting 2,000 years again. I really can't. They're just all rowing all the time now, aren't they? All the time. Rowing all the time. Here's a suggestion for you. A great gadget. Now, I have... did I tweet this earlier? One moment. I got Twitter. Twitter.com/ChrisRynUK is my Twitter. Now, I think I tweeted this. Let's have a look. Yes, I did. So if you want to have a look at this yourself, go to my Twitter. Twitter.com/ChrisRynUK. A great gadget. A bizarre umbrella jacket. Only £11. £11 in this morning's Daily Mirror. This is a very eye-catching umbrella jacket, it says. But people are not convinced. Oh, people are so pessimistic all the time. Why are you always so pessimistic? You've got to be optimistic, except the fact that the Earth's going to finish in a few years' time. I'm sure it will. Going for a bargain price of just £11 from Blue Crate, the 2-in-1 brolly and jacket claim to be the ultimate weather-protecting product. To avoid the abject misery of getting soaked, it features a waterproof hood and a large flying saucer-style shield across your shoulders. So it's like that, and then it's like that. It's like, you know the hats that the ladies wear, the ascot, with the really wide rims? Well, it's like that, but the hat goes all the way down there and wide like that around your I think it's an excellent idea. I really do. And then you could double it up, you know, with those glasses that have got the windscreen wipers. £11, dear. You can't go wrong. The ideal Christmas gift. Actually, it's my sister's birthday in a couple. What's the day? 14, 15, 2 days' time. It's my sister's birthday. I don't know what to get her this time. Any suggestions, anyone? What can I get for my sister for her birthday? She will be 52. She will be 52 or 53, my sister. What can I get her for? What about a new paintbrush to continue painting my caravan? I don't know what I can get for my sister. The story continues. You simply pop it over your head and have nothing to hold on to. No umbrella. Isn't that annoying? You got your umbrella there, you got your bag, and the phone rings. How annoying is that? I've got these headsets. I've got a pair of headphones similar to this, actually, like a you put them on, wireless ones, Bluetooth things they are. And I can talk to people while I'm walking along with that, but the slightest bit of wind, and no one can hear you. So annoying. So then you've got your bag there, and you're trying to hold the bag and your phone on one hand. Not with this, you just put it on and leave it. Wonderful idea. £11. I might, but that's what I can get for my sister for her birthday. That's what I'm going to see if I can get her one of those. Oh, someone calling from Reading. Just a moment. Hello.
Oh, hi, Chris. It's Lisa at Raymond.
Hello there.
Hiya, how are you?
All right, thank you.
Good. Just a quick call. Do you have all the keys for our
I do, yes. All of them.
Yeah. Because we need the cleaner in there by Friday.
Oh, right, okay. Are you aware the bathroom's being done in there?
Yeah, Brighton office just let me know just have been chasing keys because potentially a new tenant's moving in on Friday, aren't they?
That's right, yes. But the bathroom, yeah, Thursday afternoon, he's really tight as well at the moment. I don't know.
The cleaners, they might be able to go in Thursday late afternoon, straight evening. I can see.
Okay, that'll be all right. Because I've told plumber man that I've got to have them back on Thursday afternoon. It's like 4 o'clock at the latest. So that would work.
Yeah, okay. So would you be able to drop the keys into the actual Bracknell office?
Oh yes, that's where I got them from. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, let me speak to the cleaners now.
Okay.
Because I say the carpets need cleaning, and say the cleaning's not that bad, but it does need a sort of a wipe round everywhere.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okie doke. Yeah, thanks, Sarah. Bye-bye. Bye. Sorry about that, boys and girls. So people are wanting keys, dear. Keys. There's a hive of activity here. I'm going to have to go in a minute. I've got so much to do this morning. So I think I should get my sister one of those excellent rain things. I think she'd like something like that. What do you think? Eh? I'm very disappointed. No one has suggested presents that I can give to my sister this year for her birthday. Oh, dear. You could have suggested, couldn't you? Good morning to Shy. Hello, Shy. Good morning, you delightful man. He was in last night. Once again, I was pushed aside for someone a bit younger. As always. As always. Oh, dear. I thought you might send me a nice couple of pictures of you and that chap last night. I'm very disappointed to get home and not find any pictures or little videos. Shy thinks it's the debt collectors on the phone. Debt collectors, how dare you? I've never had debt collectors here. Oh, that's a little bit of a lie. That's a little bit of a lie. I had one of the flats once. I think someone didn't pay the council tax, and there was some sort of clerical error. And then one day I got this letter from bailiffs telling me that I hadn't paid this bill. And I had to ring them up and say, well, what's this about? You haven't paid a cut. Well, you've got to pay it now. I said, well, what is it? He said, well, with our fees, it's £75. I said, well, I don't want to pay your fees. You know, I'm happy to pay it. Yeah, but it's gone this far now. So I thought, I'll just pay it and be done with it. £75 that cost. Outrageous. John says, buy her a back support. Good morning, Shania. A back support. We're trying to think of presents, Shania, for my sister for her birthday. So far, Shia suggested a knitting set. She likes making stuff like that. She likes doing ironing and she likes cooking, making jams and things like that. Maybe there'd be something like that I could get. I don't know what she's got and what she hasn't. I've emailed my niece. She's in her 30s now. Poor old dear love. I'm sure I can't wait for her first wrinkle to appear because she's always taking the mick out of me. My niece, you know, the little shiny bit on top of my head, you know, and the one or two small lines on my eyes, which I'm so shy that you've been close enough to me to see those lines, haven't you? Babe Station T-shirt. Oh, I like that. Babe Station T-shirt. Well, she'd make her own, I think. What was the other one I liked? What was the other one I liked that you said? Oh, it's the umbrella thing. If I could get her some fun things and then take her out for the afternoon for an afternoon tea or something like that. Shy. Oh, dear me. You're so rude. You're so rude. You really are. Another story. Now, I used to go to Pontins a lot. For anyone who used to go to Pontins in the 1970s, we used to love going to Pontins. Pontins holidays. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. The times we had going there, all the entertainment at night. No, it's all right, Paul. Don't worry about him. He's just a bit mouthy sometimes. Can you remove that message, please, Paul? Remove that message, Paul. I've got moderators, Shy. Be careful. They're watching you. Moderators are watching you, lovey. Anyway, so Pontins, which apparently is now owned by Britannia Hotels, Shy says. I didn't know that. But we had fantastic time. The food was amazing. But people stopped going. I started going abroad. And I often hear stories that they've really let their holiday centres go. Now, the Daily Mirror this morning reports this. A dad has spoken of his disgust as his family walked into a filthy Pontins, well, they call it a flat, chalet, where he said they found poo on a mattress. Oh, my God. Can you just imagine that? Awful. James Osborne said he'd never seen anything like it before, describing the conditions of the accommodation in the Camber Sands as not being fit for a dog. The bus driver said it looked like their rooms had never ever been cleaned and smelt like toilets had not been flushed. His family didn't even make it one day before leaving what he felt looked like a prison. How awful. Oh, and there's pictures. Oh, there's pictures. It's disgusting. The toilet is filthy. The microwave is filthy. Speaking to the Mirror Online about their horror, James said it was absolutely terrible. I have never experienced anything like it. As soon as we walked in, it was filth. There was poo on the mattress. It was disgusting. The sofa was sticky. The microwave was dirty with bits of food. It had never been cleaned. There was stuff on the floor. It smelt of a mixture of a toilet that had not been flushed and damp and mould. It was vile. How awful. How awful. And there's a picture. I'm looking at a picture of the... they don't look like chalets. That looks like... I don't know what that is. It does actually look like flats. You know, James had gone for a summer holiday with his wife, Rebecca, and his little boy and their mother. They'd driven about 2 hours to get to Pontins in Camber Sands and paid £420 for the week. But the family say they couldn't stand it and checked out the same day. Instead, they went to a nearby caravan park. I'm going to caravan. Got another caravan holiday coming up in Yorkshire in September. They went to a nearby caravan park, which was beautiful, but had to spend another £407 on the alternative accommodation. We wanted to take my elderly mother away, James said, speaking of the idea of going to Pontins, but it was like prison. It was horrible. I kept looking around and thinking I really want to try and enjoy this week, but I can't. It was like a rundown council estate. It was really bad. How awful. Outside there were smashed up cars in the car park. The whole place is just run down. The room is terrible. And there's lots of pictures of it. This is in the Daily Mirror this morning. I'll tweet that as well. Let me tweet that story for you. Okay, twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK if you want to find anything that I'm tweeting there. James says the receptionist told them we get complaints all the time. I told her it wasn't fit for a dog. She was embarrassed and said sorry. But he says he replied, I can't stay here. It's disgusting. And why did they not get the money back? Oh, it's awful. He said even the little boy began to say, ugh, at the sight of the complex. James said he suggested to the receptionist that his family was upgraded as a way to solve the problem, but he was shocked when he was apparently told that would not be possible as they already had the best apartment. Well, what's the other ones like? Awful. The cleaners must have opened the door and walked out again, he said. He was eventually told by the receptionist to go to a specific complaints room. The queue of people complaining was so long, and by that point he felt there was nothing that would make him stay. Instead, he asked to speak to the manager who documented his complaints. The manager also asked them to email Pontins, James said, which he has done. He said the company has emailed him back to inform him he will be contacted again in 12 days with regards to his complaint, and they're now awaiting a response. I mean, it's just awful. It's awful. And we've seen Pontins on Watchdog and places like that. And I've heard this so many times now about Pontins, and it's a shame. Honestly, we had such wonderful, wonderful times at Pontins. Shai seems to know a lot about Pontins for some reason. He says the problem with Pontins is that it's been run into the ground, and that's why it went into administration in 2011. I went when I was a child and remember seeing mouldy walls and excrement under the bathroom mats. Just awful. See, we never saw any of that. I mean, the rooms always smelt a little bit musty, but apart from that, it was a decent holiday. But Shai, you know, that's way before you was born in the 1970s, you see. That's the thing. Way, way before you. He says, Paul says, I went to Pontins once. It was terrible. When did you go, Paul? We couldn't shut the door in one of the bedrooms because the bed was too big for the room. Shai says Britannia Hotels weren't the right people to take on the situation. It's a shame that they have declined so much. That is an awful shame. And the trouble is, when it goes down that far, you know, when you let something go, it's very expensive. It's not impossible, but it's very expensive to bring it all back up again. You know, if they had cleaned the mould off the wall, it wouldn't start eating into it, would it? Oh, it's just terrible. Paul went 20 years ago, so that would be 90s, would it? 90s. You see, we went in the 70s. 69, 70, 70, early to mid 70s. That's when we were going. And we always had a fantastic time. Honestly, I can't fault it from that time. Then I went with a mate of mine in the 80s, and we went to Brocklesham Bay, which is no longer there. And I remember then going into there was the television room. I don't think we had a television. I remember then going into the television room, and it was already. I thought, oh, this is a bit run down in here. You know, I noticed that it was run down. So that would have been around about 22, so 63, 73, 83, 84, around about 1985. And I remember then thinking, oh, they've let this go a little bit. Shy went in the late 90s, yeah. So, gosh, it is such a shame. It really is. Alan Russell says it's disgusting. Well, it is, and it's a shame because I think they've got something there, or they had something. There's a lot of people now, they don't go abroad anymore because they're so fed up being mucked around at airports and by airlines. Getting from A to B is just a nightmare. I'm going to Vegas with my nephew in October. And I'll be honest, you know, if I wasn't going with him, I don't think I'd go. I just want to take him and give him the experience of Vegas, really, like we did in the Florida thing. But I don't think I would be going on my own. I can't stand being rucked around by the airports and all that. Oh, it gets on my nerves. Go over there, get your passport. Worry, have you got this? Have you got that? What if you run out of money? Oh, it's just a nightmare. Whereas I can quite happily jump in my car and go anywhere in the UK within the space of a few hours. That's why I love the caravan holidays I do now. And I think Pontins, I think a lot of people stay here now, and Pontins have got something there. Butlins, I believe, I haven't heard anything from people who have been to Butlins, but they started investing lots of money into their properties, didn't they? So they upgraded them all. I don't think Pontins did that. Or if they did, they didn't do it very well. And it's a shame. They've got something there and people are starting to stay again now. Especially when we've had the summer that we've had here. God, why on earth would you want to go on a plane and go and sit in another hot country when it's hot here anyway? What's the point of that? No point, apart from the cheap drinks, of course. Those of you like the old drinks. Claire says, how sad. I went to a lot of Butlins and Pontins during the 1970s. Claire's roughly the same age as me, a little bit younger. And they were always great, very basic. And they were basic. Let's be honest, they were very basic. The food was what I would call comfort food. It was comfort food, and it was nice to eat, but it weren't mucked around with. You know, if you had I didn't have anything foreign. There was no Chinese food, no Asian food, no Indian food. There was nothing like that. It was all pie and chips and steaks and eggs and bacon and fried bread. It was very, very British, but it was good food. Lovely food, and the waitresses and the waiters were all. I used to fancy one of the waiters. I think I was. How old was I? I was about 12 at the time. I think I was, and I fancied one of the waiters. He must be in his 70s now. That waiter that I fancied. Are they all nicely dressed, and they bring over all your food and put it on the table? And what would happen? The table usually held about 8 people, okay? So we were a family of 4, and they put you on the table with another family of 4, and you'd all just get on and start talking, and it was all very nice. It really was. And the meal times, they were all set times. So breakfast would be, I think, 8 o'clock till 9:30, something like that. Lunch would be 1 till 3, and then dinner would be 7 till 9, I think, something like that. And you'd all go to this dining hall and go and eat your food. And I loved it. We loved it. And a little music would come out of the speakers when it was meal times, and that would wake you up in the morning and that sort of thing. My mate Ronnie, he says he can't think of anything more horrendous than going to a Pontins after I described it to him. In fact, he went with one a few years ago she's not a friend of his anymore, but they were friends at the time, and he absolutely hated it. He said it was like a prison camp. It's all surrounded by barbed wire and all that. I don't think it was surrounded by barbed wire in the 70s. I don't remember that. It might have been. But it was a decent holiday, and what a damn shame. And I think they've missed they've missed a thing here, Pontins, with people who want to go and stay in the UK now. They've got the property, but it will cost them. They've let it go so far, it will cost them an absolute fortune to bring it all back up to scratch again. You know, I mean, I can spend, if I go off peak, okay, I can probably go on a caravan park for about £150, £200, and you go in and they're all sort of reasonably new, nice new caravans, and it all smells nice and it's all clean. And they've just let theirs go. I think it was a mistake. I do think it was a mistake. But there you go, one of those things. Hello to Sune. Good morning, Sune. Haven't seen you for ages. Hope you're doing better than me. Oh, he's in hospital after a car crash. How awful. Oh, I do hope you're not too badly hurt and that you recover very quickly, Sune. He's a young lad in Sweden. I think you're in Sweden, if I remember rightly. I haven't seen you for quite some while now. Alan says, wipe your feet on the way out. Oh, it's this phone again. Just a moment now. Hello?
Oh, hi, it's Lisa again at Roman.
Hello, Lisa.
Hiya. Just to let you know, the cleaner is going to collect the keys. So if you drop the keys back into Bracknell
Yes?
Thursday afternoon, the cleaners will collect them, ideally, he said about 4:05, if that's okay.
Right, they'll be there by then.
Okay, and they are then going to go in very early Friday morning.
Oh, okay.
Tenants are moving in at about 2:30.
Half two. Oh, the afternoon job, is it? Oh, that's all right then, isn't it? That should work all right. Yeah. Okie doke, lovely. Is that all you do, the cleaners thing? I tell you why. I'd asked the Romans. Sorry, boys and girls. I'd asked the Romans at Bracknell several times to give me some photos of the bathroom. By email, by phone. No one returned the calls, and these photos never came. We wanted to know what the tiles were, and I thought they might be white. Okay, as it turns out, they're not. Now, this has created a real time issue for us. And it may be we do the whole bathroom, but we don't get round to doing the tiles. Okay? Now, my personal opinion of this is, okay, well, there's a new bathroom, maybe we should just do that and then see if they say anything. And if they say anything, then I'll go and get someone to do the tiles after. What do you think? I think that's the only way around it, really. I mean, the bathroom will all be functioning and everything. It's just that I don't think we've got the time to do the tiles because the photos never arrived. You see? You would have done it, wouldn't you? Yeah. I'm sorry, Lisa. What do you think? Shall we just do what? Shall we just get the bathroom in and see what happens? No, they don't. No, but the bathroom's white. They're not white. You see what I mean? I don't know what it's going to look like, but everything will be functioning. But I think we're just. That's right. Okay, well, we'll see then. And if they say something, I'll get someone in to do it then. Yeah. All right, Lisa. That's lovely. They'll be there for you up by 4:30 on the Thursday, all right? Thank you. Bye-bye now. Bye. Sorry, gang. I never take a phone call unless it's a really important one. There's a little bit of an issue with bathroom stuff and all that. Sorry. DIY SOS. Get Nick Knowles in. That's who we want. That's what we want. Nick Knowles. Very good. All righty. What's the time? Blimey, we've done an hour today. I didn't expect to do an hour today. I've got loads to do. As I say, I'm popping down the hospital later today. They take my blood a couple of times. I've got a little issue with my blood. And they take it twice a year. And it's only twice a year now. That's gone right back. The less they do it, the happier they are with you. So they take that twice a year and have a look at it. And then I go back in a couple of weeks and see if there's anything wrong with it. All right? So that's what I'm doing. Russ says Lisa sounds hot. I hate it. You see, when I do up one of the flats, I like it to be perfect for the next people. I really do. I want them to move and, wow, look at this and be happy and all that. I'm not one of those landlords, where your boiler breaks down and then 4 years later you're still waiting for me to have it fixed. No, I like to do it straight away. Oh, Christ, it's Ronnie now. Just a minute now. Good morning. Hello, we're still live on air to millions of people at the moment, my darling. But I am about to finish. Sorry? So I won't be long, okay? Thank you. I'll ring you back in just a few moments. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, aren't we a hive of activity here this morning? Gosh. Paul agrees with Claire, who says Pontins was great at one time. I think a lot to go to Centre Parks now. Centre Parks? Now, they have a very good name. I know several. I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Centre Parks. But they're really expensive. I mean, really expensive. Not only that, you pay to go there, and you would assume that everything's free. No, you've got to hire this and you've got to hire that. Little extra bits all the time, you know. I mean, I prefer that sort of holiday. And perhaps that's because I've been brought up like that. I prefer the Pontins thing where you go and hire a little room and then there's the swimming pool and there's the fun and there's the stuff at night and it's all there. Not for me, a 5-star hotel with a marble bathroom. Now, my mate who was just on the phone, he loves all that. He loves all that. And then, you know, you say, oh, what are we going to do today? And you plan your own day and you go and trip there. And that's not really for me. I prefer to do that. I do prefer doing, and I love the caravan holidays. Of course, part of the caravan things that I do is because my great nieces and nephews and my nieces and nephews take me as well. And I love it. We just have such a laugh. I spend most of my time winding up the children. I love it. And I wind them up so much sometimes that they cry. I do. My niece says, stop winding them up. What was the latest wind-up I did? George, great nephew George, he's either 5 or 6, one of the two. He had this big bag of popcorn, and I just kept grabbing it off him. But they don't always see the funny side of it, children, and he's like burst into tears. So I got told off for that. I didn't nick any of his popcorn, for God's sake, man. What's wrong with these people? Actually, I've just ordered George. Actually, I've not just George, but I've just ordered them some presents for next week when I go back up there again. Lego things, because in my caravan, you know the Lego trailer thing I've got used to sit there. That's now down at the caravan. Okay, that's down at the caravan on one of the shelves down there. And George spotted it the other day, so he's playing with it. You know how kids do with little cars and things like that, and they pull them up and down and make them go in circles and things like that. He was playing around with us, and then he starts taking bits off it, you know, and seeing how it, oh God, you know, all that work I did putting that together, and he's taking it apart. But that's just children. So he's taking it apart and putting it back together again. And I thought, well, he wants one of those, doesn't he? But he won't ask. They're not grabbing. None of those children are grabbing kids, as indeed my nieces and nephews weren't. They never ever asked me for anything at all in their lives. And the little ones, their children are exactly the same. They don't ask for anything. Right, and I could see him playing with this, and I thought, oh, I need to get him one of those. So I came back here. I went straight up the toy shop. What have we got here? Mr. Entertainer. And they have got a bit of a Lego section in there, but not loads of stuff. So I thought, well, I'll go up to the Legoland, which is just down the road. But I haven't had time to do that, unfortunately. So I've ordered some, which may actually come today. So I've ordered, and you can't just buy one. Oh, no. No. You have to buy him a present. If you're going to buy one, you've got to buy 4 or 6, depending on age. In this case, 4, because the other 2 are just too young to have something like this. You can't buy very little people Lego. And they won't know anyway at that age, so that's all right. So I've had to buy George the truck. And I bought Emily, that's his little sister. She's 4. She's got, what did I buy her? I think it's from that ice film. The what's that ice film? Let It Go. I think it was something. Oh dang! Let me tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. Hang on. I'll tell you what it is. What it really is. Hang on. I'll tell you what I bought them. Where is it now? Where's your account? Your orders. Here it is. Amazon.co. Shouldn't buy from Amazon, really. There it is. A magic. Oh, that's not right. Disney's Frozen Anna and Elisa's Frozen. Elsa's Frozen Playground. I've got that for Emily. And I've got George, the City Pickup and Caravan Set. Both Lego. If you want to have a look at those two. They were all on special offer at Amazon as well, I'm very pleased to say, so I haven't had to pull full price. But you can't get just two. Oh, no, because that's my niece's family. Then there's my nephew's family. Okay, you can't buy one and not the other. So then I've had to repeat the order for great-nephew Harry, who's as mad as a hatter. I've got him also the city pickup and caravan set. And great-niece Evie, she's also got the Disney Frozen Anna and Elsa Frozen Playground. Great Uncle Chris. Oh, yes. Buying gifts for the children. So that's what I've been ordering for them. Good. Let's do, thank you, Russ. Frozen, that's the one. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. I could do with a cup of tea, to be honest. I really could do with a cup of tea at the moment, which I'll have as soon as I finish a show. Paul says Pontins was great at one time, as he was saying. I think a lot go to Centre Parks, but it's very expensive there. Can you remember Holiday on the Buses? Wasn't that filmed at Pontins? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Holiday on the Buses was indeed hilarious. Absolutely. I love On the Bus. They're all dead, aren't they? I think Olive is the only one still alive. On the Buses. Hilarious. What a fantastic television. The old Reg Varney was in there. And what's his name? I'll Get You Butler. You know, he was in it. My sister watches it all the time and her husband. They love it. On the Buses. Great series. If you've never seen it before, go and get it on DVD. If you're a millennial, you'll probably be offended by all of it. Good. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. All right. Let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls, and I must get moving. Happy birthday this morning, and we got 11 today. Julian Little. Good morning, Julian. And a big happy birthday to you, sir. Jodie Griffith. Good morning, Jodie. Sacha Smith today is 30 years old. I must just blow my nose. One moment, please. Oh, that's better. Sacha Smith, 30 years old today. Good morning, Sacha. Happy birthday. Kieron Knight. Good morning, Kieron. Are you still doing your little films? 30 years old today. Good morning, Kieron. Happy birthday. Haven't seen you for ages. Hope you're doing well. And say hello to your other half for me. Stephen Hunt. Good morning, Stephen. Or is it Stephan? Might be Stephan. I beg your pardon. Stephan Hunt. Happy birthday to you. Jason Benny's birthday today. Andrew Malone, 47. I can't believe you don't look 47, mate. Honestly, you don't. Pop into Central Station soon. I haven't seen you for a while. Happy birthday to Andrew Malone. Carl Clinton today is 31 years old. Uxia, who I worked with at Belushi's in Hammersmith and Fulham when it was there. She's in a band, or was in a band. Lovely lady. Uxia, happy birthday to you. It was a pleasure working with you all those years ago. Scotty O. Westwood. Wow, 30 today. How did that happen? Scotty, you got to 30. God, happy birthday, Scotty. And Peter Zane Ryo Ochel. It's his birthday as well today. So let us sing the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your birthdays. Sune wants to know what the Twitter is. Chris Reardon UK. All right. Twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK is my Twitter. Alan says, Anna Karen is living in Ilford. My brother picked her up a few months ago. What? Oh, is he a cab driver or something like that, is he? Now, there was one more birthday, actually. I wanted to do one more birthday. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can find this. I'm going to have to be very careful finding this. One moment, please. Where are we now? It's a little person. Is that it there? Yes, there we are. Happy 5th birthday to... Oh, I can't remember her name. Paige. Is it Paige? I think it's Paige. I'm sure it's Paige. Happy birthday to Paige from your mum, Kelly. And also, Charlie boy, how are you, Charlie? Hope you're behaving yourself. Charlie, happy birthday today to Paige, little Paige, who's 5 years old, from Mum Kelly and, of course, Charlie as well. All right, that'll do. His brother works for Addison Lee. That's it. I didn't know that. Okay. All right, gang, we're done today. Thanks ever so much for joining us for the show and our little chat. I shall try and have another little bit of a shave, I think, before I pop up to the swimming pool and see how we do. Off to the hospital later. And I'll see you again very soon. Thanks for watching and listening. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye now.